Okay, let's do an allotment update for anybody that's interested. So it's on Monday 25th, bank holiday Monday, if we actually knew the difference anymore. So the strawberries are looking really good. Should have netted them this morning. The one we'd already got, a blackbird's had, but anyway, they're netted now. So that's good. The artichokes are doing really nicely. See the artichokes there? Rhubarb's a bit suffering from the heat. Garlic's doing well. And the first crop of broad beans, mange two and peas. This has now all been dug over, and today we've planted out all the onions. So there's I think about 270 onions, 3 different varieties, Rinsberger, and then Robinson's Giant Red and Robinson's Giant White. Then we've got courgettes have been planted out today, 3 green Genovese and 2 yellow courgettes, and then we've got some squashes. The rest of the ground there is left for winter veg, but the raspberries, which were an absolute mess, have been completely dug over. The ones at the front, as you can see, the larger plants are the only originals left, but the others have been dug in with plenty of manure put in round them. The orchard has been found and the hedge cut back. Needs a mower running underneath it. And then at the far end here, which was an absolutely wild mess, that's also now coming on, and this week I will dig this right hand section of that over, and we will stick that full of squashes as well, trim back the nettles, etc. Then on the old allotment, potatoes are now all through, despite the frost, which we had some damage from. They all now need earthing up and are clean and tidy, but there's plenty of spuds. The carrots under the fleece tunnel now to stop carrot fly are also doing really well. One row has been weeded, as you can see. There's all the little carrots standing up there. There are more underneath this mess, but that'll be dealt with next week. And we've got spinach there. Parsnips are in here, but I'm trying to let the parsnips fully germinate. They're a pain to germinate, but they are in there. Then we've got turnips, red beetroot, yellow beetroot, different lettuces that have been thinned out. There's more lettuces to go into this patch here, but that'll also be for winter veg plants which are growing. The sweet corn have all been planted out. They're looking very healthy. 2 rows of broad beans to follow on. The runner beans are in. Fiona said that there's a plant up here somewhere. Yes, there we go. So the first little runner bean is on his way out of the ground. So they're on their way. Follow on peas, they desperately need the same treatment as the other ones that are now coming to. Then we've got borlotti beans here. They are also on their way up now. And we've got 3 varieties of French bean, green, yellow and Nero French beans. First lot of peas, mange two, broad beans, and again the garlic. And then going over to the polytunnel, the greenhouse is now emptying, but we've got the winter veg plants here all coming on, growing on. They need to be planted this next week. We've got a few spares plus basil to go into the allotment for follow-on basil. Here is the David's sunflowers, although we have planted a row of super tall sunflowers in the ground. These are the squashes to go into the patch at the far end when that's dealt with, and the rest are leeks which will also be planted. Then in the polytunnel everything's going great guns. We've got 7 different varieties of tomatoes here, all doing very well. They need to be strung up this next week, otherwise they're going to be falling over. We've got some lettuces which are transplanted from the ones outside, peppers, melons, and a couple of lettuces intercropping, and then we come to some more peppers, aubergines, different varieties of aubergines, and more. These are chilies. I always like to grow these. These are called Nigels, and they were bred in Halesworth in Suffolk, so not far from home. More melons, more chilies, space for the basil and some other bits and pieces, some coriander, basil plants already ahead, and a couple of cucumbers. And then at the far end, which was also a mess, we now have our fruit area, which is the strawberries that have been planted out. These will do nothing this year, but we'll look after them, and they'll be for next year, the same as these are summer fruiting raspberries as opposed to the others which are autumn fruiting raspberries. This line that you see here is where Fiona's planted some super tall sunflowers. They'll be in full sun, the ground is well manured, so we hope that they will be the award winners. And then we've got our gooseberries and red currant and black currant. Okay, so progress being made.